Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Nanda Nandanam Bande Radhika Chananadvayam Gopijana Samayuktam Vrindavanam Manohari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Vishnu Padre Swami Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus Jidandi Swami Sri Gauragovinda Goswami Maharaj, Sri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudana Goswami Maharaj, our Pujapad Sadhu Maharaj, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Hare Krishna. So Sadhu Maharaj is right, this year is 96th anniversary of his appearance. Vijayadeva Brajkidanandi Swami, Shri Gauragovinda Maharaj, born between Janmashtami and Radhastami is 14 days, but one day on the side of Radhika. What that means, I don't know. It must mean something. So, this Puri Dham, this is also called Vipranamba Khetra, the place of Jagannath. This is Vaishnava Khetra. Like Vrindavan, everyone except Krishna. Like Tirupati, everyone except Len or Ann or Lord. So in Puri, everyone except Jagannath. Then Jagannath is overwhelming. And also not only that, but everyone knows Mahaprabhu. Everyone. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived there, did his lila there for 18 years. 18 years. So everyone knows Jagannath, everyone knows Chaitanya Dev. Of course, everyone knows Krishna. So this is Vaishnava Khetra, holy place. It said the demigods see even a donkey who enters Puri Dham gets a four-headed form. Such is the power of that place. But due to influence of Kali Yuga, also so much became degraded. So many of these upper sampradayas also come from that place. So it's the birthplace of everything good, in one sense also the birthplace of many bad things. So, what can I say? So Gopal is born today, 1929, in Gadaigiri. That is a very beautiful village, even now, it's very isolated, very small. And in that village was his Ishtadev of Gopal. So each Vaishnava have their special form of Krishna. Like Sanatana Goswami, always attached to Madhu Mohan. Rupa Goswami, always thinking of Sri Radha Govinda Dev. Jiva Goswami, always meditating on Radha Damodar. Didi says, our Gurudev, always his Ishtadev is Radha Vinod Bihari. Didi said, many where this thing Gurudev Ishtadev is Radha Raman, Didi said, I don't know where this comes from. But Gurudev also, like his Gurudev, always meditate on Radha Vinod Bihari. So each Vaishnava, according to their Swarup, has a special form of Krishna which they are most attached to. So Gopal from birth, from childhood, he's attached to the deity of Gopal. So before he would go anywhere on preaching, he would always, it's a long drive, 3-4 hours, he would go there and take blessings of Gopal. He would always travel with a little picture of Gopal. So he would not do anything without Gopal. It said he would never eat anything that was not offered to Gopal since birth. He had that transcendental attachment from childhood. So his family, Kunju saying, his family also a dynasty of Vaishnavas. In the line of Narottam Thakur. So, growing up, he learned all these bhajans of Narottam Thakur. That's his family. And this family village also Kirtan. Vaishnavas two types. Those who are attached to Achan Marg and those who are attached to Kirtan. And Gaudiya Vaishnavas most so much attached to the Kirtan Marg. So in that village, also from childhood they're doing bhajan, doing Kirtan. So the king of Jagannath Puri, he made one declaration many centuries ago. Anytime the Kirtan group of this village come, they always must get a chance to sing before Jagannath. So that time I was a new devotee, so in Bhubaneswar, before was deities of Krishna Balaram. Krishna Balaram, Gaudiyataya, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, no deity of Radharani. So for Radhastami, he would go to, now Radhastami is coming up. So every Radhastami he would go there with a few devotees that would go and they would do Radhastami there. So in 1995, that Radhastami I went with him. And in ISKCON we're not hearing too much about Radharani. That is fact. We knew Radharani existed. Somehow she was important, but how important, what, not too much idea. No? Because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was also very strict that in an unregulated way, unqualified people should not discuss all these tattvas. The problem is when an unqualified person discusses Radha Tattva, this whole thing, then they misrepresent and cause chaos. So Saraswati Thakur preached a lot against this. In public discussions, nothing would go above Vatsalya Ras, generally. So I remember Radhastami, he was there, and the night before Radhastami, his uncle and all the Vaishnavas, they would sing all these bhajans. We could not understand because all in Oriya language. But this is all Man Bhajan Lila, like here in Sevakunj. Radhika becomes in Man angry at Krishna. With cause or without cause, doesn't matter, the result is the same. Krishna cannot enter, banned. So Krishna, how much attached to Radhika? Radha Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Radha Bhajana Shukasa. Who is Krishna's? Krishna's happiness is the bhajan of Radhika. So Krishna, anyhow, how to go inside, he taking disguise. Sometimes he taking disguise as sannyasi, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to go inside. Sometimes as garland maker, sometimes as this hairdresser. These are all very low castes. Krishna is so much Rasik Shekhar. He can do all these things. Ramchandra, Manjara Purushottam, not possible. Krishna can do because he is Lila Purushottam. So all Manjari he also do it. So these bhajans go for like 3 hours. Not 1 hour, 2 hours. 2-3 hours of all this Man Bhajan Lila. So we couldn't understand the language, and if we understand the language, probably don't understand the subject matter. Gopal's head on stick, and 3 hours he just listening to all these bhajans. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So much relishing. We don't know anything. The next day was Radhastami, and he was speaking about Radha Tattva. And I remember thinking clearly, none of us have any idea who was Radha. I remember clearly thinking, looking at everyone's no one had any idea who was Radharani. None of us. But he's the only one who understands Radharani. I remember that thing come from the class. So, when they were building Krishna Balaram temple, actually my life is a little funny. I'm just going from one Krishna Balaram to another Krishna Balaram. Still, don't think Krishna Balaram only in Sakuras. So Pujari had one dream. Krishna is running away from the temple. Then he asked Gopal, why Krishna running away from the temple? Then Gopal's laughing because Radharani is not here. So he's staying but not fully happy. So he's running. So after that 1995, also we established that Radha Sham Sundar, I think. Radha Gopal, whatever. So afterwards, Gopal in the side, he built a new little temple. Not so little, And there is deity of Radha Krishna, so that Krishna will stay there, otherwise he'll run. So he's also very rasic in his own way. So, he came in Vaishnava dynasty. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, who have a little bit of Sukriti, next life they take birth in wealthy family. But who have a lot of Sukriti, a lot of bhajan, next life they born in family of transcendentals. From birth, they get this samskara. So from birth, he's hearing all these bhajans, like every day before school, he make little flower garland for Thakur. And also, first book he learned to read was Chaitanya Charitamrita. He learned to read from that. Many times, cover to cover, he reading this Chaitanya Charitamrita. Also Srimad Bhagavatam. He very much attached to Srimad Bhagavatam from childhood. His parents say even 7-8 years old, he's sleeping with Bhagavatam on his chest. Sleeping like this. From childhood, he has so much attachment for bhajan and harina. So, in every village, there's called Bhagavad Tungi. So people would go there, they hear class about Mahabharata and Bhagavatam. So from childhood, you're doing all this stuff. Harikatha. So, his mother and father ordered him to marry. So he said the first time he met his wife, it was marriage day. So, he said only 2 reasons one should marry. One is for seva of mother and father, another is to produce Vaishnava child. So he talked a lot about this. Proper grihastha marriage. Grihastha marriage and brahmachari is the same thing. Who do properly. So he suffered too much in grihastha ashram. He often talked about it. Maybe to encourage us not to enter, definitely. But he also would say too much he'd suffer in grihastha ashram, too much. His brother had children, but brother not take care of children, so Gopal also take care of those children also. So he would say, I touched my wife 6 times. I have 6 children. So this is also like that. We see no difference between grihastha and sannyas. Say bhajan, say bhara, bhakti hinaja. We don't judge someone sannyas is superior or brahmachari is highest or grihastha is highest. Say bhajan, say bhara. Doing more bhajan, that is high. You take sannyas and do no bhajan. How can we higher than grihastha? Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many devotees, grihastha but paramahamsas. Like of course Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur himself, Mahaprabhu also in that ashram. So he talked a lot about this proper grihastha ashram. So especially prominent, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also say grihastha ashram is best in one sense because they get chance to serve brahmachari sannyasi, how living, by also grihastha. So he would say there's so much chance for seva. So he also, even in grihastha ashram, also serving one time. One sadhu came, it was winter time. Gopal's wife and 6 children sleep in one blanket. Lucky Puri is not too much cold in winter. Then sadhu was leaving next morning, then Gopal has one blanket he gave to the sadhu. Then wife is complaining, we have 6 children and no blanket. Then Gopal said, but we have a house. But sadhu have no house, so we have to give a blanket like this. So he's doing seva. Every morning he wake up doing tulsi parikram, and all children have to also wake up and doing bhajan. So he chanting Harinam, studying Bhagavatam. So, because he came from poor family, he had to struggle, he became a teacher. And he also did Bachelor of Arts in Sanskrit, part-time. So he was full-time job and studying part-time. He still came second in the whole state of Orissa in Sanskrit. So you can imagine how much he was intelligent. But he suffered a lot. Always no money. And he said, children means every day, doctor, money going. Every month he would borrow money. At the end of the month, his salary would come, he would pay his debt, and again start from zero. So he was always praying, when can I get out of Grihastha Ashram? He kept one diary. And at the bottom of every diary he would write, "Oh Gopal, take me out. When can I get out of this? When you'll be kind? When I can take sannyas?" Every day he would write something like this. Then I think at age 45 he left home. And he would tell devotees, his disciples, none of my disciples should stay in Grihastha Ashram for more than after 50 years. After 50, Vanaprastha, no more Grihastha life. So he practiced this his own self. So we heard a bit from Kunja, he took sannyas. He left home Bhagavad Gita, some what you call down patra, begging bowl, and 2 gamsha. He left home, and 2 years he's looking everywhere, where is sadhu? He went Haridwar, he went many places. He met many disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He said that I could not find anyone who would fully satisfy his Krishna arrangement, Radharani's arrangement. So anyway, he came to Puri, he came here to Vrindavan, and also he going ashram to ashram, what sadhu is doing, what they're speaking, how they're living. Then he met Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. So we heard that Katha every year we speak. So he asked to meet. He met the white Hare Krishnas, he read back to Godhead, and he was so much enchanted. Because Mahaprabhu said, Pridivyachi Adi Nagarani Gram Sarvatra Bhelo Prachar Morana. So he knew this verse, and he thought, who has done this, who has fulfilled the desire of Mahaprabhu? So he wanted to meet him. That time Swami Maharaj had just taken prasad. And this, I think his name is, what was this big huge one? Brahmananda. No, you cannot meet. No, why? Why do you want to meet? So I just have some question for the sadhu. I just want some darshan. Then Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj heard inside. What's happening? Oh, some sadhu wants to meet you. Okay, bring him in. They go as the pranam. And Swami Maharaj asked him, where you born? What happened? You were Vanaprastha. Like this. Did you take sannyas? No, then Gopal. That time his name was Braj Bandhu, friend of Braj Bandhu. No, I will give you sannyas. So Gopal would always say, I kept this desire secret. But he spoke what I kept secret in my heart, so I knew this is Guru Thakur. Shakshad Hari Mela Samasta. So then Swami Maharaj asked, you know Hindi? Yes, I was a school teacher. Oh. Can you translate? Yes, translate from English, translate this article to Hindi. Straight away. Then Gopal was educated and school teacher, he translated to Hindi. Then Swami Maharaj read, very nice Hindi. Oh, give him a room, give him a desk. Like this, a minute. But he was not initiated anything. So immediately he got his 7. Gopal would often talk, we don't want to do anything according to instruction of sadhu, we want to do everything our own plan. So, those who stay far away, many people staying in temples, staying in sadhu-sangha, but very far away from the sadhu. They think, oh, I will stay very far away, then I not get any real instruction. I can just enjoy life and be independent. But Gopal said in this way they deceive themselves. So he said, you have to go and get the order from the sadhu. How can I please you? What service can I do? Because yasya prasadam bhagavad prasadam yasya aprasadam nagati. When Guru is satisfied, then Bhagavan is satisfied. But what Guru wants, how can you satisfy him if you never ask for seva? In this way, they deceive themselves. So immediately he got his seva, translated. So I think he took Harinam. And that time, Swami Maharaj changed name Brajabandhu to Gaur Govinda. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also Krishna. So many people call Lord Chaitanya Gaur Narayan, Gaur Krishna, Gaur Govinda. Gaur Govinda Das. So someone had donated land in Bhubaneswar. So Swami Maharaj sent him there. Preach, collect. But he was alone. So 6 months he lived in the warehouse of one tea shop. Madhavika Master. So 6 months he lived there. Week up we want nice room, AC, nice prasad 3 times a day. So he lived like that. Then he moved to the land with nowhere to live. So his own hand he built one mud hut. And he was living there. We heard already from Kunja how he didn't sleep. All mosquitoes eating one. Because no money for mosquito there. Many times people saw he would translate and snake would go on him. No, he'd not care, no more attention. So he would, they say many times he sleep 1 hour a day. How many hours we are sleeping? 6, 7. And that's just after Mangalati. How much we, what is that? Anush Krishna Anushilanam. How much we are doing Krishna Anushilanam? Most we are just doing Anushilanam for our own self. Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam Bhakti. So he's doing this all senses, all India for Krishna's sake. 24 hours. Because how can you do only when you get this taste? So he would translate. Nowadays translation is easy. Google search. Now is AI. Nowadays you can put the whole article and it translates. That time we just had pen and some notebooks. So he translated all these books. He said, my Gurudev gave me 3 orders. Build a temple as big as Jagannath Puri, translate all my books, and preach. So these 3 things he kept. And when he would travel, he would say, I'm traveling for some 3 main reasons. When I hear people say, oh, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj just giving ABC, just giving beginning. When I hear this, I feel so much pain. He giving the highest thing, but you cannot see it. You cannot accept it. Like Gopamaj told the story, there was one crow. And crow went to the blacksmith. Because like Guru can give everything, but we have no pot to take it. Therefore, year after year we are in the same position. Krishna said Tumara, Krishna Tumara Sakat. Krishna can give, Vaishnava can give Krishna, but we are not taking it. Like Gopamaj told the story, one crow, he went to the blacksmith. What do you want? I want my own plow. Then blacksmith said, okay, this take little time. Heat the metal, fold the metal. So come back in 3 days. The crow was very eager. Crow came after 2 days. I want my plow. But this plow is still hot from the fire. Blacksmith said, just wait. Crow said, no, I want now. He took and died. The burning metal burned him and he died. So Guru and Bhagavan can, Guru and Vaishnava can give Krishna, but we cannot take. That is our fault. So, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj can give everything, but who can take? So he said, I want to prove how he is the highest. Everything he giving, but we cannot see. So like we hearing yesterday, Uddhav Geet, this Uddhav meeting with Brijabasi. So Krishna have all opulence, but Brijabasi cannot see. Like in daytime, all stars are there, but cannot see because of nighttime, because of the sunlight. So Brijabasi, Krishna have all opulence, but Brijabasi cannot see because they're just attracted to the Madhurya, not the Aishwarya of Krishna. So I want to show in the books of my Gurudev, everything is there, but you cannot see. Also he said many people leaving ISKCON, senior devotees, going to Babaji's or going here and there. When I hear this, I feel pain. No need to go anywhere, everything is here. So I am preaching to the preachers. He would say, I am preaching to the preachers. I think maybe Maharaj also, not so much, you are not the body, all this stuff. He's preaching Braj Kirtan, preaching to the preachers. And anyway, something like that. So this was his main mission. So when people minimize his guru, he feels pain. It could be for that reason. Gopal also one time said, my guru is Sakya Radha. One time. I think for that reason. Why? Because people think, oh, he's only in Sakya Rasa. There are many materialistic thoughts like this. So one time he said that. Why he said that, I can only speculate, but I think that reason. Ordinary person think, oh, he's only Sakya Rasa, he cannot give everything. Many materialistic things people think. So he would laugh. His Gurudev came to visit Bhubaneswar in 1976. And Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was real parivrajic. He did not stay anywhere more than 3-4 days. But he stayed in Bhubaneswar like 2 weeks. 17 days. Wow. 17 days. That time was just mud hut. So Srila Gopal he arranged, he'll stay in the state guest house. Nice facility. One time I also stayed in one state guest house in Lucknow. Nice. Many years ago. But Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said, no, I will stay on Krishna's land. So the mud hut, he stayed there. And many people would say, oh, really, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj is sadhu. He has so much facility, but he's happy living in mud hut. So there also, many people would come for his, that time he's very famous, world famous. So he said, Gogovind, everyone who comes have to get prasad. And Gogovind would laugh, even I have to struggle to feed myself. How I feed all these hundreds and thousands of people come. But he said, Krishna wants, then someone bring firewood, someone bring rice and dal. So many people came, many thousands of people came for that 17 days. So also, there was always a tape recorder recording everything. So what those Bhaktivedanta Maharaj kicked everyone out. And he called Govinda Maharaj. Many things he told him what will happen in the future. What deity he wanted in the temple. We would ask him what he told you. He said, no, this is my treasure. This is my treasure. He was also praying. I was praying, how can I see the Swarup of my Guru? Like in this 5 dasas we read in chapter 40 of Jayavardhana. 5 dasas, first is Shravan Das, hearing. Now we are all hearing about relation with Krishna. And Apan Das, when you accept it fully. Like then, at that stage also you can, Guru is revealing his darshan. You don't know your own Swarup or Guru Swarup, how can you do Astakala, how can you do this Manasi Seva? So anyway, he prayed like that. When everyone, well, he said, I was praying when Gurudev will show me his Swarup. And we all, did he show? Then Gopal said, yes, he showed. And we all waiting, what? Then he laughing and closed the door. He's not saying anything. Many times like that, but he's not saying what he saw or anything, he keep quiet. So anyway, he installed that time, after many years of struggle, he installed this Krishna Balaram in the middle, Gaunitai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. That is also a wonderful story. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was angry at Jagannath. Why my disciples, Americans, Australians, why cannot go inside Jagannath temple? All Bengalis are eating fish and they can go inside. Why Vaishnavas cannot go inside? So he was angry at Jagannath. Gopal would laugh. He was in Maan with Jagannath. He would not go to his darshan with Jagannath in Maan. So Gopal was laughing. I have to break his Maan. So when they installed Jagannath deity, then Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said, my disciple cannot go to Jagannath Puri, so I brought Jagannath here to Bhubaneswar. My disciple can have darshan like So he built that temple, and Bhaktivedanta Swami said, I leave all my mercy here. I leave all my mercy here. So on the Nityananda Triyodasi, they opened that temple. So Gokul Maharaj thought he had too much attachment to Nityananda Balaram. Maybe he also in Sakiras. One time Madhusudana Maharaj said, I think he also Priyanama Sakara. Just like Radha Krishna. Huh? Cannot hear. Maybe he also like this, like Guru, because he also too much attached to Balaram, party of Balaram. But also he also speaking Radha Krishna Tantra. So too much speaking this Radharani's glories. I cannot speculate too much, but it can be there. Especially this Nityananda Triyodasi, he's speaking 5 hours, 6 hours, and too much doing kirtan, Nitai Gaudamani Amma, Nitai Gunamani, like this, and too much weeping. Akoda Padaman, and all these bhajans singing and so much crying, so much weeping when doing these bhajans. So I saw that one time, I saw Nityananda Triyodasi. No, 2 times. So how much you have attachment to Nitai, Gaur Nitai? So especially we heard from Kundra in 1986, they're doing this parikram, all India parikram. That time for Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj's 200th anniversary in 1996. They start. And then Padayatra, that all India Padayatra is still going. They go up Himalayas and they go all the way to South India. So this is very nice katha. They had deities of Gaunitai. Gaunitai, Paramat Karuna, Bahudvi Jani, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaur chanted too much like Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life and soul. Because he is a mood of devotee in Sankirtan Bihar. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always, from childhood, always Haribol, Haribol. And from end, so he too much likes Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is served by this Sankirtan, loudly chanting Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes. So they come to Bhubaneswar, there are 2 bulls, one bull died. And in Puri, bulls are very small, like little dogs, very small. You see them. And this bull from Gujarat, so someone has to go to Gujarat and bring new bull. This take time. So in charge was Lokanath Swami in ISKCON. So he asked Gokul, when you take care of Gaunitai, I'm going to get new bull. So Gokul said before he left home, he made sure his wife taught him how to cook a few things. There's chapati, especially Gokul is like boiled chapati. Instead of doing on hot plate, you boil in water. It's very soft. And dalma. Dalma means rice and there's dal and rice you cook together. Dal and sabji cooked together is called dal. In village ate. So he know how to cook these 2 things, chapati and dalma and rice. Every day offering Gaunitai. Then after so many weeks, Lokanath Swami came back, now with new bull, now is Padayatra. Please bring Gaunitai back on Padayatra cart. The Gokul went to the deity. Oh Gaunitai, now you have to leave. You have to go back on Padayatra. Then Gaunitai spoke to him, no, we don't want to go on Padayatra. We want to stay here. We like it here with you. We want to stay here. We won't go on Padayatra. Then Gokul went back to Lokanath. No. Thakurji don't want to go. He wants to stay here. Then Lokanath, maybe he think he's joking, maybe angry. How can I do Padayatra without Gaunitai? No, Gaunitai have to come. So Gokul went back. No, Lokanath Swami says you have to go. And Krishna Baladev, Gaunitai become angry. No, we won't go. We don't want to go. We want to stay here. We want to eat your rice and dalma. We won't go. And Gokul went to Lokanath. No, we cannot take them. They stay here. So these deities moved into the room next door to him. And he, like that. So Gokul take prasad, like midnight to take prasad. Nighttime we waiting for Mahaprasad, so we also sleeping like 1 o'clock. One morning he come out and I'm so tired I hit my head on this hut. And he looked, what you're doing? Crazy, go to sleep. So he's cook for him this village style, this clay pot, this wood fire. And then this prasad go to Gaudi Thai, then he taking night time. Then one night he taking prasad, then he understand this is not offered to Thakurji. He understand this is no Mahaprasad. Like many times we just do Sri Vishnu or something, we do Thakurji taking. So Thakurji, he understand Krishna not, he take this prasad. So he asked Pujari, this is not prasad. Then Pujari explained, yes, we forgot to offer. Something happened, we forgot to offer. The Gaudi Thai already sleeping. Then Gaudiya weeping, crying. Gaudi Thai went to sleep, no prasad. And he weeping. How can I eat? Gaudi Thai not eating, how can I eat? So he also went to bed without it. So he had so much attachment for Seva. And he too much liked to preach. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, Pranache ja hoite preaches. Who have life, he preaches. Who is life, who is consciousness, that is Krishna. So who have Krishna, they can really do prachar. We're doing prachar mostly for pizza and stuff. But they're doing prachar really for Krishna's satisfaction. So he preached everywhere. We heard from Kunja, he preached. How many times he was banned from France?
That was before I came.
Many times. Australia banned 3 times, Russia banned, Europe banned, America banned. When I was banned from Baja, I felt a little pride. I'm also joining that club. So, but he could not be banned from India because he was Indian. So when all places restrict him, then he preached in Africa and Orissa. Orissa, poorest state in India. And Africa is Africa, no one wanted to go there. So he would preach in these very poor places, very poor. That means really he preaching for Krishna's satisfaction. Jiva Doya, he preaching for mercy to the jivas, not some other thing. So we would go on Padayatra, 2 months Padayatra, every day 2 village. Lunchtime program, village program, nighttime village program. 2 months, it was great. Then he come every night for giving class to the villages. And villages have too much faith in him, so much faith, so much. And every village they welcome, every village have own Sankirtan, Madanga, Kartal, Hare Krishna, every village. So like this, so when we start Padayatra, we would start on first day of Kartik. We would start. Then the king of Puri would come every year. King of Puri, they consider him like moving Jagannath, human Jagannath. So he would come every year to open Padayatra. And the king would do pranam to Govinda. Then people would say, "Oh king, you are moving Jagannath, you don't do pranam to anyone." And king says, "I know, but when I see Gopal, I have to do pranam. I cannot stop myself." Then I remember at the beginning, king speaking something, and Gopal speaking, and Gopal too much energy. And he would sing this song, Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole, Kota, what is it, Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole, Kota Nidya Maya, Pisachi Rekore. Like, how long you will sleep on the lap of Maya? Gaura Chandra is waking. Wake up, Jeev Jago, And he too much shouting. Smashing this, he become too much absorbed. And this podium, he's smashing with fists. And king afraid, king like this. Like so much absorbed. What he's absorbed in, I don't know, but he absorbed. Sometimes he would speak Katha, he would laugh. Today, Bhaktivinoda Thakur will speak through me. Today, like this. One day, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like this. He would shout and king like never, because no one do like this. So much absorbed. So he would do this prachar, village to village. I remember this is so nice. And every month, every night, for 2 months, he gives same class. This Ajamil Kata. Because Ajamil Kata, all tattva is there, especially Nam tattva. Nam Bina, Kali Kali, Aranahi Dharma, Sarvanam, Sarvamantra, Shastra Manwan. In Kali Yuga, there is no other Dharma except Harinam. No other Dharma. So how the Jiva can understand the glories of Harinam, then Ajamil is, everything is there. Vaishnav Tattva, Harinam Tattva, everything is there. So 2 months, every night, same class. But every night, this is fresh. Like this. And sometimes he would make the Westerners speak. And he would translate into Oriya for the villagers. I remember especially one day, there was one Japanese devotee. His name Rida Chaitanya. One Japanese. Who has ever met Japanese devotee? Put up hand. No one. Very rare species, Japanese Vaishnava. So Gopal would ask these Japanese, you speak something like this. How is Japan? How do you become devotee? So Japanese guy speaking, and Gopal translating. Then Japanese guy said, in Japan, very expensive. And so much pollution. So people have to buy bottles of oxygen. And they breathe the oxygen in the can. And I remember, all these villages, this means Rai, no, these pure villages, all villages like this. I cannot think oxygen in can. Then Gopal ask, is it expensive? Then yes. Only rich man can buy. And I'll never forget all these villages, like they have a heart attack. What is this canned oxygen? So all villages too much faith in him. That time, small mic system, but all villages too much hearing, so silent. So villages have too much faith. And he preaching this, all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is all this glories everywhere in Orissa, village to village. So he never greedy for disciple, never greedy for money. He just want to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So anyway, many stories. He also began his international preaching in 1986. He came to France. At that time he met Monsieur, his name is He caused revolution in France because that time many people bewildered, what is Uttamadika? What is Uttamadika? It says, Kanishta Madhyamuktam Shraddha. For example, how they can understand. Not like Maharaj was saying Kata, like where is the moon? The moon is in the branch of the tree. Actually, the moon is millions of miles away from the tree, but to give some indication, some understanding, Vaishnava speak like that. We call preaching tactic. So, when Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he would preach the Jiva falls from Vaikuntha. Many times in class, in letter, he would say. When he came back to India, his godbrothers asked, why are you preaching the Jiva fall from Vaikuntha? This is not true. When Sanatana Goswami met with Mahaprabhu, he asked, who am I? Where do I come from? If I don't know this, how I can get benefit? Who am I? Where you come from? Mahaprabhu immediately answered. Jivera Surupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Ved Abed. Mahaprabhu answered. We come from the Tatastha Shakti. In Vaikuntha is no Tatastha Shakti, everything there is the Surup Shakti. So his godbrother asked him, why you preach that Jiva come from Vaikuntha? It's not true. Then Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said, I know it's not true. But you cannot understand the Western countries. Mayavad is so strong there. Mayavad is so strong there. Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, these are Mayavad, heads of Mayavad. Unless I explain to them that the Jiva comes from Vaikuntha, they cannot understand how they are eternal servants of Krishna. Oh, I belong there, I have to go back home. Easy. So like this. Sometimes preaching tactic misunderstood. And people try to make that Siddhanta. So Guru Maharaj, too much preaching. No, the jiva don't come from Vaikuntha. The jiva come from Krishna's Tatastha Shakti, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur Jiva Goswami had explained. Many people think because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya, because he's Krishna we should put peacock feather. Many people think like this. That is called the Gauranga Nagaris. Like Krishna had so much vilas, so much enjoyment in Braj, that in Nadia, Gauranga should do the same. So they try to make him Gaura Nagari, the Naga of this Navadvip. But all our acharyas have said no. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no, he is Krishna, but he is not doing this lila. He is in the mood of devotee Bhaktabhav. He is doing pastimes of Sankirtan, pastimes of Acharya, pastimes of devotee. He is not doing this lila. Even though there's no difference between Gaur Lila and Krishna Lila, still some Vishishta is there, some uniqueness is there. You cannot just say one and make everything one. Everyone still awake? We have 5 minutes left. So he says, even though Gauranga is Krishna, you cannot put the peacock feather on the head, because that is not his mood. Anyway, so he's preaching like this. Many opposition he has. Many opposition. Also his nature, he did not care, he just smashed the opposition. Speak sweetly and nicely, you can avoid this. But he did not care for that. So he always speak directly. Because devotion has no place for hypocrisy. Don't be crooked. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Patit Pavan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is never Kapat Pavan. If you are crooked, Gauranga cannot save. So be simple. Chastisement come. Thank you. So I'll just speak one thing more. So he came to Australia and he directly speaking against this GBC temple prayer. He directly to their face. So this not helped his preaching too much. At the end of the day, Haribol. He knows what is best. So he came to Australia at that time. Sometimes he came that time, 1994. I was new devotee. I had heard his classes on cassette. So I went to Adelaide to meet him, Melbourne. Luckily I still kept some money. I was working part-time. So I had money to travel. So I went to Melbourne to meet him, but no other disciple of Guru Maharaj was allowed. But I was not disciple, so I could go. So I had good luck, like 6 days he stayed there. And his guitar is so powerful. So powerful. In the beginning of creation, Krishna gave the Vedas to Brahma. How? Through sound. This is how this Divya Gyan is given. Bhagavan began the parampara by this. So we have to hear guitar from Krishna's representative. That's why even this YouTube, this cassette recordings, this is not same as hearing directly from Vaishnava. Because this YouTube and Facebook, this is all material thing, cell phone material. You cannot catch Sabda Brahman. Cannot catch. No power. So Guru Maharaj and Gurudev would say the same thing. Don't trust the black box, the video recorder. This will cheat you. Many people say now, just read books, just watch class. This is enough. But this is not enough. I remember one year, someone came to see Gurudev, some ISKCON guys. And Gurudev means many people too much interest like this to hear. Then one ISKCON guy saying to Gurudev, book is enough, we just need book. Then Gurudev said, okay, go away from me, go next door, and we will send you the recording of my class. And then they go, no, Maharaj, don't send me away, don't send me away. Then everyone laughing. And Gurudev says, see, there is something in direct association. You cannot get just by video or recording. In a very funny way, Gurudev convinced me. So anyway, so I went there and hearing from Vaishnava is, we can understand, no? Jiva Shakshat Nahi Chate Guru Chaitanya. Chaitanya Guru is there, but we cannot hear him. Because we are conditioned souls. 4 defect is there. Brahm, Pramad, Vipalipsa, Karana. 4 defect is there. We cannot directly perceive Bhagavan. We cannot take his instruction directly. So out of mercy, Krishna come in the form of a Chari. Then Chaitanya Guru come outside as Guru. Shiksha Guru Hoy Krishna Mahantas. That Shiksha Guru, Krishna, Shiksha Guru Cha Bhagavan Sikapuchamo. Bilva Mangal Thakur said that Krishna would pick up whether he is Shiksha Guru of everyone. So he come outside in the form of a Charya, Sadhu, Vaishnava, and give the direction outside. So inside is one Guru, Chaitanya Guru, and that Chaitanya Guru come outside in the form of a Charya, Vaishnava. And through Harikatha, Krishna gives mercy to us through this Harikatha. So don't neglect Harikatha. Don't sleep. Don't, whatever. These days many people doing rubbish. Don't neglect Krishna giving us mercy when we get a chance to hear this Bhagavad Satnam. This Katha, we get a chance to hear this and how Krishna gives us mercy. Krishna gives mercy through 2 forms of Bhagavad. Duistana Bhagavad, Nam, Suni Mantra, and Granta Bhagavad, Hare Krishna Kripa Mantra. The Bhagavatam coming from the mouth of the Bhakta Bhagavad, this is how Krishna installed Bhaktivas in the heart of the Jews. Ujjval Dasve. So anyway, so hearing from him I could little understand, even though we were very stupid that time. Didi saw a photo of me that time with him and he goes, how foolish this one, how foolish he was. But he gave too much mercy. Many people say he was very strict. He is very strict, but so much affection. People don't understand how much affection. Like many people are afraid of Didi. I won't go too strict. But they don't understand how much affection. So he came to Australia. I was too much lucky that time. I was here in class. Then he went to the farm. There's one farm there. I went also. Then I asked for a darshan, my first darshan. Because I hear in class like 10, 15 class. Then I want darshan. Then okay, then I went there, do pranam. Then I said, can I take initiation? And he too much laughing. He's too much laughing. Wait, what's your name? Where are you from? Like this. So he's very kind. He said, I accept you as disciple. This is eternal relationship based on love and trust. But don't be rushed for initiation. Swami Maharaj, he made his guru and took initiation 12 years later. That time I cannot understand why he told me that. After I understand. So that time also he went from there, we went to Adelaide. I also went there. Yeah. He always saying, always stay in sadhusam, don't give up sadhusam. Whose bhajan becomes more and more pure, who always hear Harikatha every day. That person's bhajan becomes purified. The mirror of the mind is purified if we hear Katha every day. We're lucky. This good fortune we have here is not for everyone. We have too much good fortune. So anyways, at that time I also came to Bhubaneswar. I stayed there like a year and a half. Too much hearing Katha. Also, after class, they give me a seva of tape ministry. So, like 6 hours a day, I'm hearing all these cassettes and editing. So anyway, so what can we say? Part of Vaishnava. We're too much lucky he came to this world. He touched our life, little bit touched it. This special money don't have to rub too much on the iron. He touched a little bit, but we also can get good results. Last question I asked him. Last class he gave. We cannot think he will leave this world. Cannot think he will leave. So strong, so healthy. And like that he left. This big shock for everyone. So he gave this last class in Bhubaneswar. He's saying, this Sanskrit, this Bengali, this is Vaishnava Bhasha. We have to learn this. Otherwise we cannot enter too much deeper. After class, I ask questions. You say we have to know Sanskrit and Bengali, but even our English is not very good. How we can learn that? And if we don't know this language, we cannot become Vaishnava. Then he laughed. Kum karoti vachalam pam purnamete kriya kripa tamaham pate Guru Dinata. He said, by mercy Gurudev, lame man who have no legs, he can jump now. And who is dumb, who cannot speak, he become Vachalam, so much expert speaker. So he said, one day you'll sit on Vyasasana. That time I cannot understand. One day you'll sit on Vyasasana. And all the Vedas, all Puranas, all Upanishads, everything will come from your mouth. That time you will understand the mercy of God. No last thing. Anyway, so today is here at Krishna Balaram, we're also doing like Gurudev. Gurudev also very kind. Gopal's appearance, their appearance. He also, every year Gurudev coming, hearing everything, speaking something. So Gurudev also, he never crushed our faith or throw out, he always nourished. The second year, the first year he spoke, I asked Gurudev, Gurudev, you did not say anything too much confidential about Gopal. And Gurudev laughed, what could I do? No confidential hearers were there. So Nitya Lila Parishchitani Swami Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi Hare. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna